Okay, hi, this is Ogres. This video review is on NXT Takeover Brooklyn from August 22nd, 2015 from the Barclays Center in Brooklyn, New York. Today's recording date is still November 2nd, 2021. It is just before 11:30 p.m. I believe this was my third ever takeover at that point in time. I got around to watching it again about 4 to 5 days ago. So I actually watched this weeks ago, but I got around to watching the last couple of matches again, or the last match again. Anyway, so yeah, let me just write something down from. Alright, done. Okay, so the opening segment was The Future Is Now. I guess this was around the time that NXT was going in that direction of becoming more, starting to go more on the road, I believe. But that wouldn't happen until, I think, a few months after this. But this was the beginning of that. Because the takeovers before this were mostly done at the Full Sail in Florida, I believe. Full Sail University in Florida. So yeah, the first match on this takeover was Tyler Breeze versus Jushin Thunder Liger, and I believe his only NXT match, or WWE, I guess you would leap. Hold on. In his only NXT takeover match, but he ended up beating Tyler Breeze by pinfall. Then there was a promo. Nia Jax is coming soon to NXT. The second match on this takeover was the Vaudevillains versus Blake and Murphy for the NXT Tag Team Titles. They were joined by Blue Pants, Vaudevillains were, and Blake and Murphy, I think, was joined by Alexa Bliss. But yeah, the Vaudevillains ended up winning by pinfall and became the new NXT Tag Team Champions. And then the third match on this takeover was Tyler Dillinger versus Apollo Crews. Crews won by pinfall. I'm not sure if this was his first takeover or not. I think it was. So there you go. There was a promo backstage. Regal announces the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic. The fourth match on this takeover was Baron Corbin versus Samoa Joe. I think this was Joe's first takeover appearance. I could be wrong. Maybe it was Unstoppable. It was one of those two. But he ended up winning by submission. Let me just have a look at something. Oh yeah, it wasn't a takeover Brooklyn. I was right. It was actually 1 second. Oh my god, this is so slow. It was actually during NXT Takeover Unstoppable, so that was just a few months before this takeover. So I think this was his takeover debut officially in a match. So then there was a promo in ring. Stephanie McMahon praises the women of NXT, and then the semi-main event of this takeover was the fifth match. Bayley challenging Sasha Banks for the NXT Women's title. Sasha Banks was, I believe, about 6 months, just around 6 months into her NXT Women's title run. But yeah, this was probably the best match of this takeover, in my opinion. And I think this was, I'm not sure if this was match of the year for 2015 in wrestling. I'd have to go back and look at the records. But Bayley ended up winning by pinfall and became the new NXT Women's Champion. This was my favorite match of this takeover, by the way. And then match number 6, the main event, was Kevin Owens challenging Finn Balor for the NXT Championship in a ladder match. But Finn Balor ended up winning this match and retained his NXT NXT Championship. 1 second. So yeah, that's it for this review of NXT Takeover Brooklyn. 1 second, get this closer. Let me just write a couple of things down. yeah, to me, the best match of this takeover is Bayley versus Sasha Banks. If you haven't watched it before, you should go back and you should go and watch this one on the Peacock, I guess, in the US, and WWE Network everywhere else. But yeah, I gave this an A grade and 10 out of 10, which is a rare score that I give for takeovers. I thought, the best match was Bayley versus Sasha Banks. That was probably a 5-star match, maybe close to that, maybe 4.5 stars out of 5. But yeah, that's that. That's it for this NXT Takeover Brooklyn review. So 1 second. So let me know what you thought about the video review in the comment section below. Like my video and subscribe to my channel. The next video review will be on 1 sec. Will be on WWF Rebellion UK from November 3rd, 2001. This took place in Manchester, England, I believe. I watched this as far back as almost 5 months ago. So this will be done in the morning, I believe, or whenever I have time to do it. But yeah, this is it for the video review. Spinogas, peace out.